Alright guys, real quickly before we get into this video, the two winners from Saturday's UFC fight are Jake Vazami and Martins Prince. I will leave my Twitter down below. Send me a DM giving proof it's you, and I will send those gift cards over. Enjoy the video. Well, UFC 251 is in the books, and there is a ton to talk about. Does Jose Aldo walk away from the sport he's ruled for so long? Should Max Holloway move to lightweight? And what's next for Jorge Masvidal? Let's start with Jose Aldo. After a good second, Aldo just absorbed increasingly more punishment in rounds 3 and 4 until it became an avalanche in the 5th and should have been stopped way sooner. He's lost 3 in a row, 5 of 7 in 6 of his last 9. The sport hasn't passed him by, but the elite fighters in the world certainly have. He's a good fighter in a stacked division. Hopefully he continues to fight. Max Holloway looked good Saturday, far better than he had in December in the first fight. Holloway's problem isn't like Aldo in that he has come to the end of the line even though he has lost 3 of his last 4. It's that he's already lost twice to the champion and in a division loaded with studs. It's going to be a long time between title fights for him. He has to decide whether he wants to be another guy in a loaded division or bulk up a bit and make a run at lightweight. Now, of course, saying that lightweight is no less loaded than featherweight, I believe we will see Max move up and fight at 155 going forward. And finally, where does Gamebred go from here? One name we can throw out is Colby Covington. After Masvidal had this to say on Saturday, the fragile guy with the MAGA hat, definitely not him. Because he got finished by this guy with a full training camp. He had like 12 weeks and he got finished by that guy. That guy's below me and this dude by a lot. 6 days notice and I was nowhere near getting hurt or getting put out. The gas tank wasn't the best, but I wasn't going nowhere as far as damage goes. Everybody could see that. So definitely not that punk. Of course, Masvidal and Covington have engaged in a very public war of words ever since their friendship transformed into a rivalry. Previously, the welterweights trained together at American Top Team in Florida for several years. The fight I want, man, is Masvidal versus McGregor. I don't care that it's not for a belt. Those two would be so fun and it would sell massive. Another potential fight is a rematch with Diaz, whom he defeated at UFC 244 in New York in November for the BMF title. For me, the thing about Diaz is that it doesn't get him any closer, really, in my opinion, to a title fight. An additional name that was brought up to him on Saturday night was Leon Edwards, who is currently riding an 8-fight win streak in the division. We all remember back in 2019 when Masvidal got into an altercation with Edwards. Masvidal ended up throwing a quick combination of punches and therefore the 3-piece in the soda was born. When asked on Saturday night about Leon Edwards, Masvidal had this to say: "I don't know. If the numbers make sense, or whoever it is that the numbers make sense and it gets me close to the title." Edwards was actually offered the fight with Usman several weeks ago, but he turned down the opportunity due to bad timing, in large part because of the lockdown in the United Kingdom due to the coronavirus pandemic. The one thing we do know is whatever fight it may be for Masvidal, he has set his eyes on the right fight to get him to the title.